And today, in this live broadcast, I'm going to ask the question. Just let me turn my phone off here because it always seems to ring when I do my live broadcasts. Well, what can I say? At least you know it's live, yeah? Well, listen, today we're going to I'm going to try and answer, I'll start again, I'm going to try and answer a really popular question, which is, what is a septic tank? So many of you maybe who have subscribed to my live broadcast already know what a septic tank is, you know, and but many people don't know what a septic tank or a soakaway is. So I'm going to try and explain it really simply. All right, so basically, if you live in the city or the town, your house will be connected to the main sewer. So all your number ones, all your number twos get flushed down the loo, or all the wastewater from the sink or the dishwasher or the washing machine or your bidet or your shower gets washed down the loo and all the other pipes and goes down, out through your garden and into a big main sewer in the main road. And then it gets taken away to the waterworks where it's treated. All right, that's what's normally happens. So what about if you live in the countryside or you live in a house that isn't connected to the main sewers? Well, that is where you now need a septic tank. Okay, so let me show you what a septic tank is. Okay, so here's a house. It's I'm not the best artist in the world, but you get the point. So here's a house. All right, so what you need to do is install a septic tank if you're not connected to the main drainage. So what you do, you'll have your house here, and somewhere on your house, and I'm just going to put one here, there'll be a soil pipe. All right, so this pipe here, if I put it like that, all right, we're going to call that a soil pipe. Okay, that's pretty straightforward, isn't it? So basically all the wastewater from upstairs, you know, as I said, your shower, your bath, stuff like that, we'll leave it via the pipes and come down this waste pipe. All the stuff from the house, the washing machine, the dishwasher, everything like that will again go into the waste pipe. So basically all the wastewater from your property, right, will go down this waste pipe. I think that's blue, yes. So it goes down here. All right, so there you go. That's fair. That's pretty straightforward, isn't it, so far? Okay. So here comes the septic tank bit. All right. So you've got to dig a hole in your garden and you've got to put a tank in it. I'll explain how the tank works in a minute. So I'm just going to keep it really simple. So let's say that's your tank. All right. Forget about the shape or what it's made from. I'm just giving you the basic principle of what a septic tank is and how it works. Okay, so the first thing that you'd normally do is put a tank in your garden. Maybe there's already a tank in your garden, but again, I'm just showing you how a septic tank works. All right, so that's your septic tank. All right, so let's just put this here. All right, so septic tank, there we go. Look at that. All right, excellent. Okay, and so what happens now is the soil pipe, all the water via gravity goes down the soil pipe, and now we have to get all that wastewater into your septic tank. Okay, so what we do, we connect a pipe from here to the tank, the septic tank, which is in your garden. All right, that's pretty straightforward, isn't it? Okay, and so what's this? So all the water now, the wastewater, comes down the pipe, look, and then enters the septic tank, and it fills the septic tank up. So the water in here will fill up like that in the tank, okay? So that's the wastewater there. Oh, okay, so that's pretty straightforward, isn't it? Now, as you know, at the moment, it's just a tank. Now, if that tank didn't have an outlet pipe, it would just fill up until it was full up. And this kind of tank is called a cesspool. It means it's got an inlet, but it's got no outlet. So that means when the tank's full, it's full. And then because the tank is full, the wastewater won't be able to go anywhere. So you won't be able to flush the loos or empty the flush the toilets, use the washing machine or empty the bath, because the water won't go down the soil pipe anymore, because all the pipes are full up with water because the tank's full of water. Now that kind of tank is called a cesspool. All right. In fact, what am I doing? What am I doing? There you go. It's called a cesspool, right? Now, cesspools were really popular in the 60s for some reason, because it meant that they didn't have to have a soakaway attached to them. I'll show you what a soakaway is in a minute. But the bad thing about a cesspool is that when it's full, you've got to get it emptied. And back in the 40s and 50s and 60s, they didn't use a lot of water. So a cesspool would typically take about a month to fill up. Then they'd get it emptied, and it was quite cheap to get them emptied. I don't know, 5, 20 quid, 10, 20 quid, something like that. But today with modern living, man alive, we produce lots of liquid. So if you had a cesspool, it would basically fill up almost every day. So you'd have to get it emptied every couple of days. And to get a cesspool emptied costs a bit about £200, £250 a time. So if you go for a cesspool, which you can do, there's no red tape really regarding cesspools, which is a benefit. But the downside is you'll have to spend £1,000 a week emptying it. So that's why every septic tank needs a soakaway. Just bear with me a second. So let me delete now. So we've talked about cesspools, so we can move on from that now. So let me get back to the stage now, to the part where, just bear with me a minute. There we go. All right, okay. Oh, okay, I can't find my dry thing. It's always the way, isn't it? Aha, I've got it here. Okay, because unless I dry this, it gets really messy, okay? And okay, so here we go. So there's our grass. Let's put my grass back. All right, so let's carry on, really. So we've talked about cesspools. All right, so here's your septic tank again. So your septic tank is filling up with water. There we go, filling up with water again. Now, a soakaway basically is a soakaway is constructed in the garden, which allows all the liquid in the septic tank to drain away naturally into the soil. All right. And so basically, there's loads of different ways of making soakaways. You can have herringbone systems. You can have a soakaway pit. One of the most common ones today is septic tank soakaway crates. All right. And so what they'll do is here in the garden, they'll dig a big rectangular pit under the grass, a few inches below the grass. So let me just put the grass above that. So there we go. Okay, and in there is septic tank soakaway crates. All right, so that's crate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Etc. All right, and so you'll have a pipe coming from the septic tank that goes directly into your soakaway, or in this instance, the soakaway crates. And what happens is this, right? So all the liquid will fill up in the septic tank, but when it hits the outlet pipe, it will then travel down here, okay, and then it will start to fill up in the soakaway. Huh. How cool is that? Can you see all that on there? Yeah, you can see all that, can't you? So it'll then fill up the soakaway. And then what happens is, because the septic tank soakaway crates are so near the grass, right? The liquid from the soakaway will then just drain away naturally into the soil. And that's what a soakaway is. So you've got your septic tank there, look. And here, you've got your soakaway. All right. So that's what a septic tank and soakaway is. And that's how a septic tank and soakaway work. All right. So the next bit you need to know is this. Wastewater this is the horrible bit. So if you don't like horrible bits, then maybe shut your eyes and put your fingers in your ears. But let me just explain this to you now, because this is important, right? This is why people get their septic tanks emptied. All right. No one ever gets their septic tank emptied because there's water in it. Because when you take the lid off the septic tank and look into it, it'll always seem full up with water, which it will, because it's always 3/4 full. But people think they have to get their septic tank emptied because it's full of water. No one ever has to get their septic tank emptied because it's full up with water, unless you've got a problem and the soakaway is blocked, that is. But they should get their septic tank emptied at least once a year because of this reason. In wastewater comprises of lots of debris, as I call it, bits. So you've got food waste, you've got fat, you've got skin, you've got food waste, you've got fat, you've got hair, and other lots of stuff. I mean, our number 2's excrement is made up of sludge, fat, and grease, and you've got lots of other things. I mean, I can put sludge in there. I mean, sludge is a byproduct of the fat and stuff. But what happens is all this stuff, right, equals solids. All right. So what happens is over time, all these solids, the fat and the grease and the sludge and the skin, they all fall to the bottom of the tank and they build up over time. So I'll just put those by dots. So no, the septic tank hasn't developed measles, right? But it's just got, it builds up. So over time, the fat and the grease and the sludge, they go into the tank, but over time, they fall to the bottom of the tank and they build up. Now, some people don't ever get their septic tank emptied. And if that's the case, what happens is this. The fat and the grease and the sludge build up to such a degree that they then start to block up the suspended solids. It's called suspended. I put there suspended. The suspended solids build up in the tank. They then make their way into the soakaway and block the entire soakaway up. And so if that happens, well, man alive, you've either got to put septic tank soakaway worms in, or you've got to replace your soakaway, and that can cost a lot of money, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 quid. So coming back, rewinding, the reason why you get your septic tank emptied once or twice a year, right, is because the tanker comes in and it sucks out. You put his pipe in, and he'll suck out from the bottom all the fat and the grease and the sludge. And that's it. So that is why you need to get your septic tank emptied at least once a year, okay? And I suppose the posh word for septic tank emptying is called desludging. So really, you get your septic tank emptied once a year to desludge it. And that's it, really. So what have we seen today in this live broadcast? Well, what is a septic tank? Well, a septic tank is basically your own sewage system. It allows you to put all the bath water, the bidet water, the shower water, the dishwasher, the washing machine water, toilet water, all goes into a septic tank, right? What is a soakaway? A soakaway allows all the wastewater to drain away naturally into the soil. So raw sewage goes in to the septic tank and raw sewage comes out. And as that raw sewage dissipates and percolates and drains away through the soil over time, the microbes and the bacteria in the soil break down all the horrible, yucky stuff into clean organic waste. So that's what a septic tank and a soakaway is. Wastewater comprises of skin and fat, grease and sludge and hair and other horrible stuff. It builds up over time at the bottom of your septic tank. And that's why once a year, you've got to get your septic tank emptied, or if I was to be more technically, to use a more technical expression, desludged. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching this live broadcast today. If you'd like, I don't know, if you'd like more free advice and information, then there you go. Just visit septictank.co.uk. I said, my name's Jason. And listen, I'm back later in another broadcast. But until then, you take care.